But giving support to manufacturers through in the Job Summit now, we skip ahead a day, and that's where they came up with this idea of asking industry to buy locally. We'll hear from Julia Gillard and then the union's response to that.
This is all about giving Australian business the fair go that it deserves. If you want Australian taxpayers' dollars, then you're going to have to give Australian businesses a fair chance to compete for work.
We have today from the Prime Minister concrete plans, concrete action on doing what can be done as quickly as possible to saving every job that's possible to be saved.
I think I heard someone faint at the end of the room. It might have been someone from the mining industry. You might want to go and look if someone's lying down there at the moment.
They were very quiet.
You know, very quiet.
Now, is this all okay, or is this sort of bordering on protectionism?
I think this is more of a political stunt, in that what this is really about is allowing the AWU, Australian Workers Union, Paul Howes, the Metal Workers Union, to come out in support of the carbon tax. And that's seen as a threat to jobs. You've got the high dollar putting a squeeze on manufacturing, including blue scope steel. They want to have an inquiry, the government want to have an inquiry. Instead they had this jobs summit forum about jobs for the future, which is basically about forcing miners to buy local content. Now,
not forcing them, but encouraging them.
So. Well, encouraging them. It's probably going to not do too much harm, but it will be more red tape for our mining industry, our most productive, our most profitable industry. We're going to load up with more red tape to say it's another form of protectionism, soft protection. It's a bit like saying with the high dollar, it's hitting the tourism industry, and there wasn't tourist representatives getting. It's really because the AWU and the mining unions are strong politically.
They got a committee.
They've got a committee, but it's a bit like saying to Australians, the high dollar is really hurting our local tourist industry. All you Australians who are going offshore to Bali to get done in Bali, or going offshore with the high dollar, before you do that, you have to take a local holiday first to help the local Australian tourism industry.
Justify why you're not.
So instead they're going to hit the miners and say we're going to require you, put pressure on you, name and shame you to buy more. They're already buying a lot of Australian content. It'll be more red tape.
But it's about transparency, and so we can all know whether they are or aren't.